Chinese Foreign Minister Wang has also met with UN Secretary in Beijing. The two leaders discussed the topics including climate change and the South China Sea. Su Yuting reports.
UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon is in China on a 5-day visit. This is Ban Ki-moon's 10th visit to China as the Secretary-General of the United Nations. And as Foreign Minister Wang Yi to discuss a wide range of issues, including international peace, regional security, climate change, and sustainable development. Last year, President Xi Jinping announced a series of major pragmatic measures to support the work of the UN and safeguard world peace and development while he attended the summits commemorating the UN's 70th anniversary. Wang Yi said important progress has been made in implementing those initiatives. Ban said cooperation with China and the United Nations is getting stronger every year. He praised China for establishing a Peace and Development Fund for the UN and its increased contributions to the UN peacekeeping missions. During the business of the meeting, Foreign Minister Wang Yi spoke on the role of global governance.
有一个问题呢，想请问王毅外长，当前国际上可谓是这个政治安全问题频发，那么经济增长又乏力，最近又出现了英国意外脱欧，可谓是一个乱子。那么想请问王毅外长，您如何看待当前的乱局？您认为应该如何解决治理赤字呢？谢谢王外长。
The world is quite messy, not because the principles of the UN Charter are no longer fit for purpose, but because the principles of the UN Charter have not been honoured in letter and spirit. No matter how the times may change, what must remain unchanged are the basic norms governing international relations, by which I mean sovereignty and territorial integrity, and non-interference in other countries' internal affairs. The goal of peacefully settling disputes should not be changed. As a permanent member of the UN Security Council, China will remain steadfast in upholding the purposes and principles of the UN Charter. We will be steadfast in strengthening the authority and the role of the UN, and we will be steadfast in supporting the UN in playing its dual role in international affairs.
Ban spoke highly of China's role in promoting world peace and stability. He also stressed to China that differences over the disputed South China Sea need to be resolved peacefully.
I did stress to Minister Wang, as I have with all other countries involved, the need to resolve their differences in a peaceful manner and to avoid any escalation or misunderstandings that could put security and development in the region at risk.
Wang Yi reiterated his long-standing position of the Chinese government, adding that any effort to reject the dialogue or to unilaterally initiate arbitration without the consent of the other party would be against the spirit of the international rule, distort the purposes of the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea. This year marks the 45th anniversary of the restoration of China's legitimate seat in the UN. China hopes to take the opportunity of Ban Ki-moon's visit to further consolidate and deepen cooperation with the United Nations. Su Yuting, CCTV, Beijing.